Congratulations, this is your radio salvation. Go, 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 go.
When Red Shane's East ended the longest All-Star game on record with a homer, they gave it all to the National League. When he grew up, he would hit 7 feet. He would also become one of the highest scoring players in basketball history.
Sasha very, very well. The man, the Raw Women's Champion, Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch and Sasha out. Penalty flag on the play. Pass is caught. That's Ingold, the fullback, for the touchdown, but a flag is down.
Absolutely fantastic.
Rebound.
Oh! Did you see that? One of the saves of the year from Marc-Andre Fleury.
And a good, pleasant Saturday morning to each and every one of you out there, or afternoon if you're back east. Thank you for tuning in to the latest edition of Power Play Sports Collectibles Show here at the Dais. I am Aaron Phillips, along with the man, the myth, the legend of Power Play Sports Collectibles himself, Mr. Scott Hosey. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. How you doing this wonderful Saturday overcast?
Yeah.
A little cooler here in Vegas?
Little breeze. It's almost, I hate to say this, but it's almost cold in the studio.
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate that.
But this, it's like being at the shore, being by a beach this morning, that cool air, breezes coming off the water, and
no water.
The water. And then by like 1 in the afternoon, it'll be 100 degrees and there'll be no breeze. And we're like, where was this? Anyway, everybody, thank you for watching. We appreciate you taking the time to be with us today and take some time out of your Saturday morning. We appreciate it. If this is your first time watching our show, I have to ask you, where you been all these months? No. This show is all about the sports collectibles market, news, notes, crazy things that we want to talk about. And of course, you, our viewer and Power Play Sports Collectibles Nation. Couple of business notes we have to take care of. Call in, ask a question, comment, anything that we're talking about. You can call in direct. The phone numbers will appear up on the screen momentarily. But 702-329-6947 is our local number. If you're outside the U.S., there's the numbers there. 855-502-4321. As always, we are monitoring the chat rooms. Unfortunately, Scott and I are not able to start a watch party for some reason, but Go Live Vegas has. So you have multiple platforms, and of course, you can start your own watch party. Last but not least, we are live on Twitter. If you want to communicate with us, send us a live tweet. Your tweet will appear on screen, as you see there right now. Hashtag PPSC Live is a hashtag for your comments to appear live with us and throughout. So just want to take care of some business, let everybody know. Oh, and there's a QR code, right? I always do this because it's backwards, right there. So all you need to do is take your phone, put it up to the QR code. Guess where you go? You go right to the PowerPlaySportsCards.com website. We got it covered here. And there's the website.
And we're on Twitch now.
And we're on Twitch. I just downloaded it to my phone. I don't know if I have the right Twitch because I don't know how to do that stuff. But Twitch, we are on Twitch.
Twitch.
Tweak. Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, Go Live. Don't forget the Go Live Vegas mobile app. Man, that's a lot of stuff. We're all over the place.
Okay, we can end the show now.
Yeah, right. Thanks for coming. That's our hour, folks.
All
right, so let's get started there,
People
boss.
in the chat room, shout outs to Frank, who I think will be running my store today, either him or Leslie. Chris Chandler back in the West Virginia area. How you doing? Those are two people great. And our Aaron producer over there is showing us his phone.
Well, he's getting the same thing we are. We're hitting the share button on the bottom of the feed, and the three of us now are just simply getting copy link.
Mine finally popped up.
Did it really?
Yeah, that's why I know Frank's watching.
Oh, okay, because I got nothing. Mine still is just simply saying copy link, which I have reshared to my wall.
Yes.
So it is out there on my personal Facebook page, but we're not getting... who's this? Someone just popped in there. Oh, Lisa Butler. Awesome sauce. Says hello. Do you know who that is?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Continuing on.
Yes, continue on, shall we? Let's get started. I don't know if we've even started to continue anything.
First of all,
Yes.
Power Play Sports Collectibles is open
Open.
at the Boulevard Mall.
Boulevard Mall.
Limited hours, 11 to 7.
Check hours.
Yes. And 10 until Father's Day, which is through our 1-year anniversary, which we'll talk about a little later.
Right
We're
on.
doing 30% off all items in the store.
All hail the chief. The chief is in the house.
Yeah, Chief. How you doing, Chief?
Is there?
Yeah, he's going to kick your you-know-what for
That's
the comments
okay.
you made on TCA the other
I
night.
know. That's all right. My money would be on him anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. So, with that being said, 30% off until Father's Day. Get your father, stepfather, your younger brother who's a father, whatever, something you want.
Or a mother who's a father, too.
Exactly. And then also this upcoming week, we should have the Las Vegas Raiders stickers and merchandise finally
on.
starting to make its way into the store. So stop on by.
Right on.
Yeah.
Excellent. A lot of stuff going on. And by the way, go to the Power Play Sports Collectibles Facebook page, because last week, Aaron E., Aaron, our producer here and owner of Go Live Vegas, and myself, we did a very impromptu live little quick commercial from the store,
Commercial, little test run for
Yeah.
our big anniversary
Yeah.
celebration next Saturday.
which we'll talk about.
Yes, absolutely.
And Father's Day is
Next
what day?
Sunday.
Because of TCA, we had a little confusion
Yes,
this past
it's
week.
next Sunday. And
21st.
You're a father, too.
What's that?
You're a father, so you should be expecting something.
I should be expecting something?
Yeah. Not something on your doorstep, here you go. But at least a
I
card.
did get a card from my daughter
Good.
Stacy, who's back east. She wanted to hedge her bet, so she sent me not only a card that represents Father's Day, but my birthday is July 5th.
Oh, you're one of
So,
those.
so in the
yeah.
card, she put Happy Father's Day and birthday.
Yeah.
So I have one card, 2 holidays, 2 for 1.
Exactly.
What else would you expect in Vegas? Anyway,
So, if Aaron could
I
put up the
digress.
flyer for the event,
Yes.
1-year anniversary, look at that. He's on Johnny on the
now,
spot.
can I tell you what
Yes.
confused me last night when we were texting about the times?
Yes.
Look how small the print is in the upper right-hand corner about your autographed guest.
True, but
You-
it is
do you-
there.
No, it is, but I never saw it until we were talking last night, because all my eyes focused on was the Saturday, June 20th, 11 to 3.
Yeah, because we're going to do the celebration, which will be free giveaways
Oh,
and
thank
stuff
you,
like
Mr.
that.
Aaron.
Yeah, thanks. 11 to 3 will be the celebration, but you can come all day.
Come all day.
The sale will go
Knock
through
it
the whole
off.
day, but we're going to be there. We're going to do the live podcast.
Yeah, 2 o'clock, hopefully, right about 2 o'clock.
Right around 2 for a joint TCA, which you and I host also, along
Yep.
with Matt and Jason, and the Power Play Sports Card Show. So we'll be doing a little bit of stuff there. We'll be walking around the mall.
We'll be roaming.
Yes, highlighting other things at the Boulevard Mall. But yeah, next weekend, Power Play Sports Collectibles at the Boulevard Mall. We have 2 wrestlers, pro wrestlers, one from WWE, Ricardo Rodriguez will be there.
Not Richardo, like
Not
you said the
Ricardo,
other
yeah,
night.
exactly. And then Jeff Cobb, who is Lucha Underground, along with Ring of Honor. He's one of their champions right now. They'll be signing free autographs. Now, when I say free, I mean it's free. One free. Don't bring your box of stuff. Let's be courteous to one another. 1 free autograph per person. If you do not have your own item, we will have some photos there for purchase. Hopefully, we're going to get some masks for Rodriguez, who is Charmara in AAA Mexico. So we are trying to accommodate every fan out there right now.
Now, because of the social distancing and the guidelines and everything, is there stuff you have to adhere to for this?
Yeah, and unfortunately, getting a lot of heat from it, but please remember, it is a free autograph, but the photo ops that we usually do, we're not going to be able to do.
Okay.
Yeah, so, take a picture of them signing your item, things of that nature, but please remember, there is still social distancing. We're going to have to keep people 6 feet, in line apart. If you're sick, stay home. We'll bring them back in the future.
Yeah.
We'll get some extra stuff signed if you need something. The other thing is, please be courteous to one another. There's a lot of stress right now in the world, and just be courteous to each and every one of you in line. So we appreciate it. Hope to see a lot of our friends down there and go from there.
Right on. Be careful.
Absolutely.
And if worst case scenario, if you miss these guys autographing, I'll have some of my headshots and I'll pay you to take one.
Exactly. And the next little ad thing there, if you don't mind, which is under Versus. Our friends over, no, wrong one. There we go.
It's like the eye in the sky.
Yes, Versus Wrestling, which is opening up a training school. We'll have Ricardo Rodriguez over there after his autograph session doing a training session with young pro wrestlers.
Right on.
So if you're interested in getting into the wrestling business, stop in over there at Versus, talk to Wes or Kara and definitely touch base with them about maybe getting in the ring, paying up for the seminar, joining Versus Wrestling. And there's also other training schools here in town. We've got FSW, who I've been a longtime sponsor of also.
BVW also.
BVW. I play Switzerland, all of them.
Absolutely.
And I get along with all of them.
That's why this is, we talk about everything.
We bring everybody on the show.
Now, the Versus School, yes, Ricardo's going to be there, so this is going to be in-ring seminar.
Yes.
But they're also going to be doing training for managers and
valets,
the whole
referees,
thing.
everything.
I've even offered to offer seminar classes for those who want to handle a mic in terms of either ring announcing or doing commentary.
Didn't I sign up for that class?
Yes.
Okay.
But I have not heard confirmation back from Wes over there, but that's okay. I know he's busy doing everything, but hopefully we can get that on there. And Wednesday night, isn't Wes going to be on with us on Thoughts Count Anywhere?
Absolutely.
So we'll get a little more insight about that too.
Absolutely about that. And, Wes will be here talking about Versus Wrestling, like you stated. And our other show, TCA, Thoughts Count Anywhere, pro wrestling related, 7 p.m. on Wednesday nights. And don't forget the other show that I sometimes co-host.
Right after this one.
Yes.
Our House, Our Voice, the fan cast of the official Fan Action Nation, the show that's all about representing the sports fan from the business perspective.
And your boss will be here in my spot, so
That's
obviously
right.
I didn't do a good enough job last week.
Soon he'll say to me he'll want to host with you soon and get me off the dais.
So some other things
Yes.
over at the Boulevard while you're there for
Boulevard
the anniversary. Movie theaters. They're not going to open up till July because there's no movies coming out.
That's right.
But they do have a great special going on. Buy a movie ticket. You can do it online. It's a $25 movie ticket. You get a huge bag of popcorn, probably 3 foot, Trust me, I've been eating on the same bag now for 3 weeks. You get that, and you get a $25 gift card.
Oh, right on.
So when the movie's open, you still get your $25, but in the interim, while you're at home watching Netflix, YouTube, whatever, you get that huge bag of popcorn, so you get that movie-style feeling, and you can actually enjoy and remember to go back to the movie theaters.
Now, last week during the show, or I don't remember if we did that here or we did that on Our House when we were together last week, we were talking about movies. They were going to open up and start with classic movie
That's
sets.
what they're trying to do, yeah, which I think would be awesome, to see
Absolutely.
like Caddyshack, Bride of Frankenstein,
Yeah.
maybe some Ultraman, Japanese anime type thing for the kids, and
And you did and you did take our suggestions that our callers and viewers gave us,
Yes.
right, and gave them over to them all.
Absolutely.
So, coming soon to a theater near you, your suggestion.
So
And
during the
Sequest has stuff going on too,
Sequest
right?
has got great stuff going on. They are, and through the end of the month, they are offering medical and first responders free admission, which I think is great. And their family members get 50% off, or their friends
Absolutely.
that come with. Sequest is great. It's like a mini SeaWorld, I'll say.
Yeah,
But
it's an aquarium,
Yeah,
basically.
it's an
kind of
aquarium. You
thing.
go and you can feed the
Yeah.
fishes, and they let you pet the snakes, the turtles, things like that.
And normally they also do stuff for CCSD,
Yes.
for the teachers and the students, but I'm
Absolutely.
sure that stuff they're going
Yep.
to be reviewing on how to handle that. All right, we are at our first commercial break. We appreciate everybody watching and tuning in. Hopefully you're resharing the show. Give us a call, 702-329-6947, or ask your question in the chat room. Oh, my dad's in the chat room. Just in time to go to a commercial. You're watching Power Play Sports Collectibles Show. He's Scott. I'm Aaron. We'll
Yep.
be back in 60 seconds. For all your sports collectibles in Las Vegas, stop by Power Play Sports Collectibles in the Boulevard Mall. Power Play has a large selection of items from all your favorite teams, specializing in the Vegas Golden Knights, Las Vegas Raiders, and pro wrestling. Power Play Sports Collectibles has an online store if you prefer the online shopping experience, plus they ship worldwide. So if you're looking for that sports collectible for yourself or that special someone, check out Power Play Sports Collectibles online at www.powerplaysportscards.com or at the Boulevard Mall. Hey, how was that for a quick 60 seconds? Felt like 30 seconds,
Yeah,
didn't it?
I think you forgot a commercial in there.
No, he couldn't find it. It was only a commercial for the
For the
studio, for
studio.
himself. What are you going to do? But seriously, Go Live Vegas. Check them out online. GoLive.Vegas is the website. Shows, videography, production, whatever you need. People don't know this, but Aaron or Aaron E., depending upon what show he's
Yes.
on to differentiate, This guy's got almost 30 years-ish, probably a little more, a little less, of true TV experience. He produced shows in Texas, you know.
And he's only 32, right?
I know, it's amazing how you start out young out of the womb. But so all the experience you want a show, whether you're a beginner or somebody experienced, you want a beautiful digital studio to do your stuff in, go live.vegas and give Aaron a call. Okay, let's get back to business, sir.
A couple other people. Jim, former coworker who luckily retired. He's watching us. We got Marcel, past owner of Legacy Sports Cards in there. Hello to Marcel. Maybe we can get him on the show. Talk about the industry after you leave a brick and mortar.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, you're having a lot of success with your internet stuff too.
Oh, absolutely. And we'll talk about that right now. How about that?
Yeah. See,
Internet
that's what's called a segue.
Yeah. Internet is booming right now. It still is, for at least for my company, along with a lot of others. People have been blowing up my website in the sense of purchases. I dropped stuff off at the post office this morning on the way over to the studio. 6 or 7 orders through just from last night. You know, so.
But just let's clarify where you can ship stuff to.
Yeah, right now we're only shipping in the U.S. I have a lot of people, especially on the pro wrestling memorabilia, UK, Australia, Canada, that are wanting to buy stuff. I have put a halt because the United States Postal Service is holding back international shippings due to the COVID restrictions. Mm-hmm. And so the stuff that we shipped prior has been sitting in LA customs now for well over a month. And so I just held off because the customers do get upset, and I accommodate them as best I can.
Right on.
So, internet, powerplaysportscards.com. You can also find us on Amazon. You can find us on eBay at Powerplay Sports Collectibles, both sites. And if you want to email us at store@powerplaysportscards.com and just ask a question, do you have? And why not just come down to the brick and mortar? Hey, let's support the small businesses, not just me, but around the world in the U.S.
Absolutely.
The small businesses really need some help right now.
Mm-hmm.
I shop on Amazon. I think the wife's taken away the keys to my Amazon account. But realistically, Amazon's nice, but if it wasn't for small businesses,
absolutely,
we would not survive. And it's very great, a good thing for the economy.
Absolutely, couldn't agree with you more. I had a point about online stores, but it escaped me right now, so I'll come back to it.
All right. So, people who are interested in doing my
hell
July 10th through the 12th sports card show at the Boulevard Mall, well, I have bad news.
Wah, wah, wah.
Bad news is it ain't going to happen. It is not canceled. I'll call it canceled.
Well,
but
it's postponed.
It's postponed. Right now, especially with the social distancing and the COVID restrictions in the county, unfortunately, can't get licensed for that event. And, if it was to be licensed, they're talking like 4 or 5 tables, which doesn't help the collector or the vendors coming in. Who do I choose? Because I have about 50 vendors that have really been good to me over the past 35 years.
And I just remember what I was going to say. Okay. Another place to find Power Play Sports Collectibles link, go to jointhefan.com. Click on the Hall of Fame tab at the top, because Power Play Sports is the sponsor of the Hall of Fame ballot that the Fan Action Nation is asking your input for on our own Hall of Fame. Not Baseball Hall of Fame. This is the Fan Action Nation Hall of Fame, and Power Play Sports Collectibles has a banner ad on there. You can get to Scott's website as you're tooling around Join the Fan. Sorry, that was what I was thinking before. Cross-promoting.
Absolutely. That's why we have the hats in front.
That's right. There you go.
2 other shows that you and I are on.
We're all over the place.
Yeah. So for the vendors, customers, clients, fans that just want to come to the July show, it's been postponed. But as of last night, little birdie has told me through the mall. And
I can't do the birdie sound like Johnny does.
Yeah, and through the Clark County business license, we are going to schedule an unscheduled show.
Wait a minute. How do you schedule an unscheduled show?
Because everybody looks at my schedule for the year and goes, it's not on the schedule.
Oh,
well, it will now be on the schedule.
This is an addendum to the schedule.
Yes. August 14th through the 16th at the Boulevard Mall. So basically, we're sliding it out 30 days. By that time, things will have calmed down, and the restrictions should be
looser.
So August 14th through the 16th, Boulevard Mall.
Right on.
Are we counting?
No, I was trying to figure the dates because I'm thinking, because August 10th right now, school's supposed to open back up. And off the top of my head, I'm trying to figure out what day of the week that is.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
No, okay. But the 10th, though, is it Monday or Tuesday? 10, 11, 12, 13. So the 10th must be a Tuesday then.
Possibly.
Okay, that's why I'm off, which is good because then the families will be back home, kids will be
Right.
home with the signing going on. That's a good weekend.
And if I screwed up the dates, it's the weekend of the 14th. Like I said, about 9:30 last night, I think I was chatting with the
Yep.
mall marketing lady. She sent me over a email, and I was like, oh, okay, that works.
Right on.
So the collectors out there that are waiting for a sports card show, we'll also have some autograph guests there, like
Right
we
on.
always do,
Right on.
at the Boulevard Mall.
There you go. You and I were talking about this last week. Back in 2009, I went to the Pro Bowl as part
Yes.
of a show I did at the time. And I was talking about a picture that I took just totally like camera up in the air in the end zone, not really looking at the viewfinder.
Yep.
And I found out like a couple days later that picture, the company that I was assigned to work with while I was there doing a show, actually I am a published, I don't know if we can see that very well, published photographer. This is Larry Fitzgerald going up for the ball in the 2009 Pro Bowl. And I don't remember who the defender is. There you go. Thank you.
Titans.
Well, yeah, that was the Titan defensive back.
Right.
Can you remove the Twitter? There you go.
There
Thank
you
sir. And I was just in the end zone. We were all there, all the photographers, and I simply took the camera and I held it up in the air in the general direction. Now, I could prove to you that I was credited with this, but then I'd have to reveal my double identity if I do that. Should I do that before Aaron Phillips was born? See if we can do this. All right, if you can zoom in as far as you can. If you can't see
You're
it,
asking him to do a lot right
I know.
now.
See, so the first line is where my byline is credited with there.
Are you sneaking somebody's and stealing somebody's identity? Are you in a witness protection program?
I'm not, but the other guy is.
Oh, okay.
Well, all right. So anyway, I'm glad you can't see it because that'll ruin my double identity.
Yes.
But see, I am a published photographer. It's pretty cool.
Absolutely.
That and $5 still buys me coffee only at the Starbucks. Chief does confirm August 10th is a Monday. 10th through 16th is that Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Okay, so
Thank you, Chief.
but this afternoon, evening on the website, Facebook, all that kind of stuff. I'll have possibly the correct dates, but it's the weekend of the
I trust Chief.
12, 13, it's that following weekend over at the Boulevard Mall.
I trust Chief. If he says it's the 14th, 15th,
You're kissing
16th,
up right now.
Absolutely. I want him to take it easy on me. That's why.
Exactly.
But if Chief says it, it's gold. You know that. All right.
Advertising packages for our other shows.
Yes.
If you want to advertise here, we're getting over 25,000 views a week.
Yep.
Between all our platforms. So if you want to advertise here, it's inexpensive. I won't say cheap, but it's inexpensive.
It's very affordable,
It's very affordable.
especially for the number of views.
Yes. Aaron, let them know about that.
Oh, sure.
That's a
okay.
lead-in.
Yes. Well, I have nothing prepared for the lead-in.
Okay.
But anyway, here's the bottom line. As Scott said, we've got Thoughts Count Anywhere. We have this show. These are sister shows, so you're welcome to join us on any of our shows for promotion. We have everything from 30-second commercials, 60-second commercials, and now with the portable camera equipment, we can actually come and do a remote show on site somewhere, wherever your business is. We can help you with grand openings, whatever you need, anything to help promote your business. And by advertising, that means your commercial as part of our shows here are actually also on all those other platforms that we talked about, which include Facebook, Twitter, Periscope, Twitch, Instagram, Go Live Vegas mobile app, and of course, GoLive.Vegas. And of course, for Thoughts Count Anywhere, we have a new website up there, thoughtscountanywhere.com. And of course, with Scott, you have PowerPlaySportsCards.com. Multiple platforms, multiple availability. We're talking the potential between this show and Thoughts Count Anywhere, the potential of anywhere between 40 to 60,000 eyeballs on your show just within 7 days. And then Scott and I also have access to 3 other shows here on Go Live Vegas here at the studio. We have Time to Vegas, which is Tuesdays. Twin Brothers from different mothers. I forget all the shows I'm on. Saturdays at noon and at 10 a.m. on Saturday. The fan cast, Our House, Our Voice. So we can package anything. And now you consider the numbers with all of those shows. Folks, you're talking about 100,000 eyeballs potentially just within 1 week on your promotion. So act now. What's our email address?
For which show?
Doesn't matter. We'll lead. How about info? You want to do the
info@thoughtscountanywhere.com.
There you go. Because it comes to all of us.
Yeah. And the Power Play Sports collectible show you can get at store@powerplaysportscards.com.
Or they can even email us or contact us
Either
through
or.
Facebook.
Yeah, absolutely. Facebook's probably the quicker for
Yeah, absolutely.
today's social media gurus.
Anyway, so give us a call because we can help you promote your business very, very affordably.
And see, that's why I gave you the lead in, because when the camera pulls over to you, I can have a drink of
I
water.
know. That's why I'm very good at watching. I have good side vision, so I know when he switches camera and when it's time to take a quick drink. Okay.
Let's talk about hobby news.
Yes. Hockey news?
Hobby.
Yes,
because that's why we're here. It's
hobby.
about the sports, collectibles, and other hobbies. Yes.
Absolutely. Let me turn the page.
Turn the page. Yes.
We only have a couple of minutes before break, but let's get some news in. Go for it.
2019-2020 National Treasures Basketball. This was held off until things settled down. It was scheduled originally for April, but now has been released this past week. Suggested retail price for a pack or a box
Do
of
we have
this.
a picture that's supposed to go up?
Yes, it'd be under National. It's got one of the it's right there on your screen. He's looking at the screen. He reminds me of Flash from Autopia. No, you had it up there. It's Zion Williams.
By the way, we're also on YouTube.
Yeah, exactly.
I forgot to mention that
There
as
we
well.
go. Absolutely, yes. Just point. And
We have to
click.
teach him sports so he knows who's who.
National Treasures box, if you're lucky enough to get it. First of all, the suggested retail price was very affordable at $700 a box.
Wow.
That was suggested. With the blow up of Zion and all the other basketball greats that are in this, rookies, autographs, just so you know what a box costs right now?
Well, I have it on the notes, so I won't give it away.
$4,500. So I'm going to go out and get at least a dozen of them before.
That's a 7-time increase.
Yeah. So they are definitely flying, and they're flying off the shelves too. Legacy Sports Cards been known to do breaks of these, which is incredible. Most all the cards in there are swatch or autographed cards, so you do get, some good value, but $4,500 a box.
That's absolutely crazy. But I will say about his signature, because when we showed a card with his signature, before we go to break, Chief is asking if there's any info that you may know about who's hosting hockey yet, who the hub city is going to be. Are you familiar with any news? I'm not.
I can guarantee it's not Minneapolis right now.
No, oh, jeez. On that note, send your comments
To Aaron Phillips.
No, no news on that yet,
No.
Chief. But they better hurry up soon because it's they're supposed to be starting at the end of July, right?
Absolutely. And by the way, just so you know, all the graphics done by PowerPlay, they're not by me, but for the store and that, ChadmanDesigns.com.
Right on.
Chris has done a wonderful job. He's back in West Virginia, so we work both coasts.
There you
He
go.
does all my graphics needs. Give him a call if you need flyers for events or anything like that, or just email me and I get you to
Right on.
Chris. Yeah.
All right, let's take a quick break. We're at the bottom of the hour. Just as a reminder, give us a call, 702-329-6947. 702-329-6947 is our number. You can send us a live tweet, as you see there on the screen, using hashtag PPSC Live. All right, we're going to quickly step away for a 30-second commercial. We'll be right back. For all your sports collectibles in Las Vegas, stop by Power Play Sports Collectibles in the Boulevard Mall. Power Play has a large selection of items from all your favorite teams, specializing in the Vegas Golden Knights, Las Vegas Raiders, and pro wrestling. Power Play Sports Collectibles has an online store if you prefer the online shopping experience, plus they ship worldwide. So if you're looking for that sports collectible for yourself or that special someone, check out Power Play Sports Collectibles online at www.powerplaysportscards.com or at the Boulevard Mall.
Four, three, two, one.
Hi, I'm Wally Joyner. Listen to the Power Play Sports Collectibles podcast every week and visit the store at the Boulevard Mall.
Hey, welcome back to Power Play Sports Collectibles Show. Scott Hosey, I'm Aaron Phillips. Wally Joyner, that was pretty cool to get Wally to do a little
Wally
spot
was
for
great
us.
to do that. We had Anderson Hunt. Unfortunately, the mic wasn't working. One of the UNLV greats from the national championship team.
Right
and
on.
we'll have Jeff Cobb. All the guests that come in, we're going to do a
Absolutely.
little spot.
You betcha. And then that means we maybe could do a spot for your commercial too. Anybody out there that we have in tow. Anyway, all right, let's get back to business here.
Well, we talked about it a few weeks ago, the Uncle Jimmy's collection. This was a collection of Gaudy baseball cards from the 33-34 set, and I guarantee he's playing like solitaire on his phone over there, not pulling up the picture.
Are you still trying to get the...
Sharing.
Oh, okay.
He's sharing. I don't know what he's sharing, but he's sharing. But we talked about this collection that was found basically in an attic, and there's some pictures coming up there on the screen. 6 of which were autographed Babe Ruth Gaudis.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah,
there you
and
go.
they were certified, so they are authentic, not just scribbled on by some Joe Schmo, but PSA authenticated those, along with a lot of the other cards in the collection. They thought it would go for maybe $200,000-$300,000. They're now saying with the grades and the autographs, this collection that he found, several $1 million. It's like hitting the lottery. And that's what you can find in attics. My mom.
I wish I had an attic.
My mom threw out my baseball cards. I hear that every day.
All right, keep going because I'm speechless at a couple of $1 million for these
Yeah,
cards.
exactly.
But again, I mentioned this last time. I love the way you can see, you look at these cards from 1933 to what we have today.
Right.
And again, you could see the progression in,
Sure.
in the type of card, how they're produced, and just the because these almost look like cartoon characters.
Yeah, they're the kind of a lithograph
Yeah.
type style, and you can see they are autographed, and all of them have come back as authentic, which is
great.
amazing. Obviously, whoever had these, toured baseball,
Right.
got all the signatures. The Roos alone, 6 of them. I mean, yeah,
Whatever that is, just remember me in your will. That's all.
exactly. So with the bad news of the sports card and collectible show being postponed here, I guess the good news is down in Texas in the Dallas area, they're having the first large sports card show, which is very similar to the same amount of tables, 70 tables. I usually have 50. It is going to be right now. It's being held this weekend down in Dallas. As you're well aware, Texas had a lighter influx, I guess, of the COVID issues down there.
Okay.
So they've reopened a little bit more of their stuff. So it's going to be held at the Walters Creek Convention Center next to the Delta Marriott this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Congratulations, guys. You're getting one of the events back up, and hopefully we'll be right behind you. So the next thing on the list, Mickey Mantle's 1953 New York Yankees contract. The contract alone sold for close to $40,000.
Jeez.
Now, the interesting thing about it's up on the screen there. I don't think you can read it, but the contract alone, first of all, it has an authentic signature. He was paid $17,500, which is equivalent today of $168,000 for Mickey Mantle. Think of the money this man would have made in today's market.
Well, yeah, even today's equivalent of $168,000 is not even today's minimum baseball salary.
Yeah. He would be the Mike Trout, style, $10 million,
absolutely.
$10 million a year.
There you go. You see the number right there on the contract under item number 2, $17,500. Jeez.
Amazing. And people seem to forget the lineage of the Yankee outfielder there. Who did he replace? You know what? Let's stop. Let's do the $25 gift certificate right now.
Okay.
So if you can call into the number here at the studio of 855-502-7321 or 702-329-6947.
Did you say 7?
I did. It's
43321.
Yeah, I got to
noticed
change
that on the script.
Yeah, you didn't tell me. You just
Well,
set me
we
up.
were in the middle of talking.
Yes. So locally here, 702-329-6947. Give us a call. Who's the famous Yankee outfielder that he replaced?
Wasn't Wally Pipp. I could take that off the table.
Take that one right off the table. That's first baseman.
Yes.
But
But
give
who
us,
replaced Wally Pipp? Everybody knows that one.
yeah, Don Mattingly. Give us a call here at the studio and just tell us who the famous husband, we'll even throw it out, $25 gift certificate to Power Play Sports Collectibles, and
We actually saw him in a video clip last week, didn't we?
yes, we did.
Call now,
Yeah.
702-329. First caller, 702-329-6947.
I know Chief knows that.
The Chief is now he's worked for our shows as an employee of the shows. Is he disqualified?
Nah,
Really?
I would say Chief. She's been a special guest.
Okay,
Yeah.
Chief, you're still qualified. So the question is, who did Mickey Mantle replace in the outfield for the New York Yankees when he set foot in center field? Who did he replace? Okay, there's a lot of lines I could put out there to give you hints, but we'll save them.
Famous husband.
famous husband, and something about a coffee or something.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. So here's the bad.
We did that one.
Yeah, let's do some
We
more
did Mickey
bad
Mantle's
news.
contract.
Bad news about the collectibles industry. So let's put up that gentleman's picture because I love to do this. A 39-year-old Utah man, nothing against Utah or anyone living there.
Is this like a America's Most Wanted collectors?
Dun, 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 or whatever it is.
That's Law and Order.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that might not be on anymore either. He's facing burglary and
He's facing what?
Burglary.
What was, you want to try this time?
There's words I can't pronounce.
So you want to try with your teeth in this time?
Yeah, exactly. Well, he's a thief. Let's just put it that way. Bodie Bond. Is in Utah County Jail.
Plus, he's wearing his mask wrong.
Yeah, exactly. There's no shock there. According to the search warrant and officials, he broke into a bunch of storage units along with stores and stole a lot of sports collectibles.
Jeez.
So he had tried to offer some of this to the exact store owner that he stole the stuff from, which isn't too bright. And then investigators said he was on his way down here to Southern Nevada in the Las Vegas area to sell the cards here. So, unfortunately, don't do bad things. A lot of the collectibles he had were also famous U.S. presidents signed baseballs, which is a novelty of what a lot of
because they throw out a lot of first pitches.
So
like
a lot of collectors like to put the presidential signatures on baseballs.
Right on.
Yeah.
I think what's funny is he's currently in jail on a bond that is just about the same price as Mickey Mantle's first contract. It's a little under, but it's close.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, be the first caller. Who did Mickey Mantle replace in the outfield in the famed Yankee outfield lineage? First caller gets a $25 gift certificate or $25 credit, or whatever you want to call it, to Power Play Sports Collectibles located in
the Boulevard Mall.
There you go. Call now. First caller, 702-329-6947. Phone operators are standing by.
Right. Continuing on with the Dodgers,
and just like that, we have caller on the line. Thank you for calling Power Play Sports Collectibles. Your name and where you're calling from, and how are you listening to us?
Hey, this is Chief.
Chief?
How you doing?
The Chief?
The Chief.
Chief.
The myth, the legend.
This question is so up this man's alley. I would dare say, as part of his answer.
Don't go there.
No. I'm going to say, as part of this man's answer, I guarantee he's going to say he saw him play. Chief, what's the answer to the question?
What is going on, gentlemen?
Everything's going on good, and I hope to see you down to the store very soon for the signings. But better yet, what's the answer to the question, Chief?
The answer to the question is, I believe it's Marilyn Monroe's husband, Joe DiMaggio.
That's it, Mr. Monroe.
Chief,
that's it, Joe DiMaggio.
The $25 gift certificate is yours. Whenever you come back down to the store, I appreciate you being there, and I appreciate you listening.
Chief, did you actually seriously? Did you have an opportunity to see DiMaggio play live?
I saw Joe D play in Yankee Stadium.
Told you he would.
In fact, I saw him play in some of the old timer games also.
I remember seeing him in growing up in the mid to late 70s. I also remember Joe D as part of the old timers games. Although I think at that point it was just more of a salute and wave. But I told you he was going to say I knew he had it. Chief, thank you as always, my friend, for following what we do here. We appreciate you a lot, man.
Have a good one, guys. Talk to you later.
Thanks, brother. There you go.
And, he's got some great stories about, seeing great legends. I remember the first old timers game I went to at Dodger Stadium when I was probably about 10 years old. Sandy Koufax was actually pitching in that game.
Mm-hmm.
And then later on in life, when I was working for the Padres organization, Koufax was a roaming pitching instructor for the Dodgers, and I happened to be on the field.
Right on.
Got to play some catch with Sandy Koufax.
Now, you talk about a moment, like build it, they will come kind of moment. That's pretty cool.
Very
true.
Cool. Speaking of the Dodgers.
Speaking of the Dodgers.
Yes, they're doing their charity auction right now. And some of the items that they have up are game-used cleats by Clayton Kershaw. You've got Bueller, Muncy, Jensen, all game-used equipment, along with some bats and jerseys signed by Mookie Betts. new Dodger if they ever get to start playing. Cody Bellinger. I mean, the autographs and the items up for auction are incredible, and the Dodgers always do a great job on their foundation and their charity auction.
Where do the funds go for their foundation? Who
They
do
go-
they support with that?
Usually a lot of that, they change it around, but most of the time over the years it's been to the underprivileged children in the Southern California area.
Okay.
So a friend of mine used to work for the Dodgers, and I can tell you this, they bring in a lot of money, obviously.
Sure.
Southern California, a lot of celebrities, but they definitely do great work there, and they do it
Right
first
on.
class.
And given the fact that it's looking less and less, in my opinion, that we're going to see a 2020 baseball season at this point, anything from last season might be worth it.
Well, let's talk about that. Yesterday, you and I have talked about these, I'll call them spoiled baseball players, I'm sorry to say.
Well.
They're making a lot more money than a lot of people that are still unemployed in America right now. Controversy of, they're playing half a season, do they get half pay, things like that. I know you and I, if we worked half the time, we'd get half the pay.
Absolutely.
I don't care if it's a contract or not. And
Right.
baseball made an offer last night, which I think is, if they don't take it, the players are definitely going to get a huge slap in the eye, or your face, eye, whatever you want to call it. It's just amazing. The Major League Baseball owners had offered 80% of their contracts for less than 50% of the games. Let's just think about that.
I don't want to because it'll make me sick to my stomach.
Yeah. So I just recommend, unfortunately, a Las Vegas resident here is sticking up for the full pay. Bryce Harper, along with, what was the pitcher? Was it Chris Sales? No. Slips my mind.
The guy in Tampa.
Yeah.
Snell.
Snell.
He's the one that really started that
He started it,
conversation.
wants his entire contract to play for less
And
than
in half a season for a pitcher, or half a season, but in 80
it's like
games roughly.
20 starts.
Oh, if that.
Yeah,
If
if
that.
that.
Because now you're talking about they have to go back into a spring training
Yep.
for a couple of weeks. It's not the same schedule.
No.
So out of 80 games, let's say, like you said, maybe 20 starts. Okay, so 25%. So you're going to work even 25% of a 50% schedule, and you still want full pay.
I want that project. Even at the rate I make right now.
Right now, I'm in that line with those unemployment people who have not seen a penny.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate.
And I watched the unemployment conference call yesterday. What a joke. Anyway, I'll just leave it at that before I go any further. But I'm in line with that. I haven't, a penny, nothing. Nothing here in the state of Nevada. Anyway, next topic.
Well,
before I start going off.
Here's a new artwork of Craig Crindler, or however you want to pronounce that. Crindler is featured a new baseball box series to honor the Negro League's centennial.
Right on. Yeah, 100 years.
I know. It's amazing.
How cool is that?
And people seem to forget how influential the Negro Leagues were in the sense, there it is, a smaller monitor, I can see it. But, you had Satchel Paige, Lou Dials. Just the amount of... Jackie Robinson started there, and give credit where credit is due. Those players kicked ass.
Absolutely. And we who follow Major League Baseball, of course, I was not even a twinkle when these great players played. But imagine if the majority of those players played in Major League Baseball.
A lot of them, most of them did not get the opportunity.
Not at all. Not even close.
Yeah, maybe a handful. And, Sweet Lou Dials, for many, many years, he did autograph sessions here at the Sahara. And he'd be set up next to me, selling his pictures and his autographs.
Right.
One of the sweetest men ever to live, ever don a uniform, but never got the Major League
Absolutely. Chief put in there also Josh Gibson as another name,
uniform.
too.
Oh, huge. The list goes on and on.
Yep, absolutely. So kudos to Craig for putting the artwork together. And now, who produced these as cards? Do you know the company?
Not
I'm just
offhand. It
curious.
just came out last night, the news.
Okay.
So
Gotcha.
I snagged it. That's why it's towards the end there.
No worries.
And no
I think it's great.
additional notes.
And well overdue.
Yeah.
Well
and
overdue.
they've had Negro League cards before,
Yeah.
but this is the centennial, 100 years. And
That's right.
We have some pictures in that in the store, some really nice team shots of their all-star game, which you
Absolutely.
walk down, you can name most of them, and it's like, wow, they never had their just due of playing in the
Nope.
major leagues.
Not at all. Good for them.
Yeah. So continuing on with hobby news.
Hobby.
Yes, we're going to talk about some Funko type stuff.
Funko.
Yes. And this is more for the wife and kid, and I know you hate it. But a 10-inch child and Mando Funko Pop. And we're not getting the
10-inch Child and Mando.
Yeah.
Is that like names or themes of
It's
fun? of
under
Pops?
Yoda because that's the quick name I
Oh.
could put on it. But there it is up on the screen. Maybe not yet. Yep, he's got it on his screen.
Well, remember, there's a delay by the time it shows
that's
up.
right. But for all the Mandalorian Disney fans, another pop of what everybody refers to as Baby Yoda, but that's Mando and the Child. That is going to be available at your local pop store.
The more that you have, now the more products they come out, though, does it dilute the line and the
Yeah,
value?
just like anything,
Yeah.
collectibles, supply demand.
Right on.
And we're reading chat things that are.
Yeah, we
coming
want to
up.
give a shout out. Aaron E's got a watch party up, and his friend Alvaro is watching from 4A Communications in Kansas. Thank you, Alvaro, for chiming in and watching us. We
Well,
appreciate you.
We also earlier had some people from the Cocoa Beach area in
Yeah,
Florida.
yeah. By the way, Chief, we asked Sandy Koufax, does he live in Australia now? He seems to think he does. I don't know.
Last time I heard it was upstate New York.
Oh,
but,
well, that's near Australia. That's why I can never.
And
be
you're
a-
a school teacher.
No, that's why I don't teach. I don't teach math.
Yeah. Teach maps. It's called geography.
I know, but that's why I can never be a weatherman. So
You point at the wrong areas on the screen, which could get you in
welcome.
trouble.
Exactly.
So Funko's also revealed new at Walmart exclusive Funko tees. And that will be
As
the
in T-shirts.
T-shirts.
Not
yeah.
like a tease. Like
And I'm doing this for my own geeky person.
Your
because you know
inner
what?
geek.
Because if you look at it, and you're going to sit there and go, if you're a Star Wars fan, go, wow, what is he doing over there?
I don't know.
There
Did
we
he
go.
remove the solitaire screen yet? I don't know.
Yeah, something else is on the screen too.
Hey, no, that's a whole nother show.
But if you look at it, it's a pack of what looks like trading cards.
yeah, in the box. Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
But
Is
look
that
at-
shirt in there?
That shirt is in the box, which shows a trading card from the Empire Strikes Back movie. Which,
Wow.
by the way, if he scrolls back out, the reason why I go wow,
Zoom out.
40
You will.
years.
Wow. The Empire says 40,
40 years, exactly.
Holy crud. Wow. And that was the second movie.
That was
wasn't
the
it? That was the
second-
movie.
second movie.
Wow.
Which
I gotta-
a lot of people say was actually the best movie of all of them.
I've heard that. Sometimes the second one it trumps the first one, but that's crazy.
What'd you say?
Trump,
Set them up, knock them down.
the preceding comment.
I got a feeling I'm going to see what's coming up on the screen here
know.
real soon.
Where's Betty White when I
Yeah,
need her?
Exactly.
The preceding comment was only intended for entertainment purposes only, so, oh my goodness. Listen, all this collectible stuff, 20, 25, 30 years ago, I don't think anybody would have imagined collectibles
No, and that's what-
to become an industry that it is today.
Right, and it's actually a little further than that because, obviously in the late 80s it started to become a collectibles industry.
Absolutely.
And that's why cards and collectibles back in the 50s and 60s hold their value more so than today's because you were putting them in bicycle spokes, tossing them and flipping them. You bought it for the bubble gum versus
Absolutely.
the cards.
Yep.
The first baseball cards were actually in cigarette packs because,
Right.
it was just an add-on.
Right.
People wanted the cigarettes. So that's what holds the value is the fact that they were not collectible at the time.
Right.
So those that remained in great condition hold such a great value right now,
Absolutely.
like those Gaudis we saw earlier.
By the way, Chief, you just aged Chief because he says, wow, I'm old. So now he can chase your butt around town, not me.
No, he can catch me a lot quicker. I guarantee it. So in other news, let's mention our other shows we have before, but let's
Yep.
do it again. We've got TCA Thoughts Count Anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
That airs on Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. with
Right here.
Aaron
Go
Phillips,
Rapids.
Scott Hosey, Jason Piper, and Matt Mullen.
We're purposely putting Matt last because his name on our intro for some reason on that show is bigger than everybody's. So we're mentioning him last. I'm glad you did that.
Yes, I did that
As
on
Aaron
purpose.
bows his head shamelessly.
Yes, exactly. And he still reminds me of Flash, working at the DMV.
Yeah.
He sits there with that small little smile. What? And then,
Oh, my goodness.
we've got Fan Action Nation.
Yeah, Our House, Our Voice,
Yes.
the fan cast of Fan Action Nation. Saturdays, immediately, well, not immediately, 1 hour break because I have to change my wardrobe. 10 a.m. right here on Go Live Vegas, the Fan Action Nation, where it gives the voice of the sports fan the platform to voice their concerns on the business side of sports. We're not talking about stuff that goes on the field, the bad call, the manager's an idiot or whatever. We're talking about ownership. We're talking about policies. We're talking about pricing of tickets. Anything that as a fan upsets you, that's the forum to go to.
Absolutely.
Jointhefan.com.
Advertising packages, 25,000 plus views, and you don't even have to watch the shows live. You can have them
That's why they're called podcasts,
You
folks.
can watch them later. So if you're advertising the business you own or something of that nature, what happened to the? Oh,
He wants to know why I put
one of our
cards-
callers is asking, explain why you put them in spokes. And
Because it
what-
just made a great noise.
it was like a little motor. Everybody put them to sound
Yeah.
like a motorcycle or
Exactly.
something like
And
that.
the cards just got destroyed because they were just being clipped against the metal spoke of the bike.
Yeah.
Ruined them after a couple of rides, but it was fun to just make that noise sounding like an engine. Exactly.
Exactly.
Maybe a choking engine at some point. No offense to your Chevy, as we were
Yes,
talking about
yeah.
before we went on the air.
that needs help.
Yes,
Poor little guy.
absolutely. All right, big news in WWE last night.
Yeah, let's kind of segue to that. That WWE SmackDown, AJ Styles has won his first Intercontinental Championship in an epic battle with Daniel Bryan.
Mm-hmm.
So the best thing I think that came out of it was they have a new belt.
Wasn't this the belt that they
No.
so this is yet another?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize. I thought it was the same belt.
Yeah. So
I'm sorry, I'm a traditionalist. Because this now is starting to look like all the other belts in terms of, all right, this is round. I realize the WWE and the W is the logo of the others. But I like I'm a traditionalist. Like, I love seeing the Yankees in their pinstripes. Tradition, no names on the back, nothing. I want to see it go back to the original belt. Maybe if we're going to show this Wednesday night, I have an IC belt at home. Maybe I'll bring it in just as a contrast.
and I want to see your Aaron Phillips here, and you defend it 24/7.
All right.
1, 2, 3 in the middle of the ring for the Aaron Phillips.
For the Aaron
Champ-
Phillips The
championship.
Voice Championship belt.
So
Anyway.
let's see what else is going on. We have another. Let's see.
Karrion Kross, Sports Illustrated article.
Absolutely. Our friend, dear friend,
Yes,
Karrion Kross
there
with
he
his
is.
impressive debut and also his impressive pay-per-view debut.
Yeah.
Sports Illustrated, which really does not cover wrestling and hasn't in the past.
Nope.
They have started a little bit more because they're owned by ABC and that whole affiliation of the networks.
Mm-hmm.
But he made Sports Illustrated.
And he's not the first wrestler to
No,
be
no.
in Sports Illustrated, but I'm sure to have an article like this, and I have not read the article. I have to say I've been remiss. I'm sure he mentions his lineage a little bit and where he's come from.
Absolutely.
And of
which
course-
is FSW here locally
Absolutely.
in Las Vegas.
And I've had the pleasure of interviewing Karrion on 2 previous shows that I've done. So what a great representation of Las Vegas, and a guy in the ring you don't want to mess with. Just ask Adam Cole after last week.
Yeah, if those who,
Tick,
talk. They did a great, first of all, Karrion, which we refer to as Killer or Kevin, as we know him here, has a great intro with his girlfriend Scarlett. Just an amazing introduction into the ring, or intro into the ring, however you want to call it. And then last week, he didn't even need to appear in the ring. Scarlett walked out to the ring.
In an absolutely wonderful Catwoman outfit.
Coming
No
from,
mask, though.
Coming from a Batman fan,
I
yeah,
know.
I know what you were thinking. It just brings an hourglass, which is very, I'd say, symbolic of
Absolutely. Of time. He's
yeah,
basically
time.
telling Adam Cole, hey, dude, your time's running out.
Yep, and I think that time is come.
It'll be happening. So good job. So we're very honored that we know Karrion, Kevin, Killer, whatever way you want to know him, and
Sir,
yes, sir.
Uncle Kevin is what my daughter knows him as.
Cheers. All right.
Let's take our last commercial break here, and we'll come back with some birthdays, and we'll recap some of the events coming up at the Boulevard Mall.
30 seconds. We'll be right back. premier sports collectibles in Las Vegas. Stop by Power Play Sports Collectibles in the Boulevard Mall. Power Play has a large selection of items from all your favorite teams, specializing in the Vegas Golden Knights, Las Vegas Raiders, and pro wrestling. Power Play Sports Collectibles has an online store if you prefer the online shopping experience, plus they ship worldwide. So if you're looking for that sports collectible for yourself or that special someone, check out Power Play Sports Collectibles online at www.powerplaysportscards.com or at the Boulevard Mall. All right, welcome back. We are coming around the clubhouse turn. We are in the final 2 minutes. This is your 2-minute warning. Power Play Sports Collectibles. Scott Hosey, I'm Aaron. You can check everything out that he's got, powerplaysportscards.com. All right, let's wrap up with some birthdays and some other things that we want to just
Well, I
remind
had
folks
something
of.
come through the chat room here,
Okay.
and that is somebody trying to pull one over on me.
Uh-oh.
It doesn't work very well.
Who's that?
No, I'm going to leave that person nameless because I'm going to laugh at them later.
Okay.
But they asked me who was the first wrestler to appear on a cover of Sports Illustrated.
Oh, so that led to my comment, huh?
Yeah.
Who?
Let me get your guess, because I already know who it is, because I've actually got that magazine, had it signed.
For some reason, I'm going to say, was it, I'm probably going to pronounce the name wrong, Inoki that went against Ali or something?
Nope.
No? Later than that?
Later than that.
Later
or
than
earlier than that, or whatever, yeah.
Bruno.
No.
Superstar.
No.
How far back am I going? Gorgeous George.
Nah, maybe not that far. But
Bob Backlund.
Danny Hodge
Danny Hodge. Right on.
held a wrestling title and a boxing title at the same time.
Really?
Yeah. The great Danny Hodge, who basically flipped me at one of the CACs, probably I'd say about 10 years ago. And, you know, I'm not a small person. And Danny's probably all of, at the time, probably 160 pounds,
Wow.
took my wrist and literally flipped me. One of the greatest of all time, Danny Hodge, great man, great myth, legend, whatever you want to call him.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
you know,
the man, the myth, the legend.
Yeah, exactly.
Very cool. Same, that's good. Boxing title and a wrestling title.
Yeah.
Very cool. Some birthdays.
Yes.
The man who laughed at practice, Allen Iverson.
Yeah, Allen Iverson's birthday. And this one gets me.
I know.
Anna Kournikova. Yes. You have Dave Parker,
Big guy.
Dan Fouts,
Yeah, one of the best
Jackie
quarterbacks.
Stewart from the racing,
The Irishman
Yes.
who wrestled in Indy quite a lot.
Hannah Storm, great
Yeah,
announcer,
ESPN,
I think.
ESPN.
And then two greats of all time.
Yeah.
Vince Lombardi.
Yeah.
And
Didn't he
Joe-
have a trophy or something named after him?
Yeah, something like that. It's called
But
the,
according-
it's called
but I
the
don't-
Brady Trophy now.
But I don't know if this is the same guy because this list here on my sheet says Vince Lombard.
Yeah, I couldn't spell it 9:30 at night, okay? And then also, it's better than Matt's run list. The last but not least, some consider him the greatest quarterback of all time. It's definitely for debate now,
Yeah,
but Joe Montana.
absolutely.
Happy birthday to all of those.
Great list.
We missed a bunch, and, you know,
That's
obviously,
okay. So
those are
everybody,
highlights. Happy
anybody out
birthday.
there celebrating happy birthday, we wish you a happy birthday if we didn't particularly mention you. All right. We have probably about 60 seconds, maybe 2 minutes left. Let's recap some stuff. We have 1 minute, so be fast.
Yes. Don't forget, next Saturday.
What about?
Oh, wait. Yes. Wait.
Who's that?
Max Pawn. I forgot. And thank you, Mr. Producer. Max Pawn, a buddy of mine.
He has a shop in town, doesn't he?
Michael Mack, former city councilman and business associate of mine who owns Max Pawn, has Henry Ruggs III, the #1 draft pick for the Las Vegas Raiders. He's going to have him over at its store on June 28th. I don't know any other details. He sent that to me late last night also. But, you know, stop by to Max Pawn. I think they're over on Sahara.
Yeah, Sahara and
Like
Jones.
Decatur or Jones, somewhere in there.
Yep.
And say hi to Michael. And on the 28th, go get Henry Ruggs III.
That's a Sunday.
Yep.
Right on.
Yeah.
Sahara and Jones.
I don't know any of the details, you know, if there's a cost or anything, but hey.
Call the store if you have any questions.
Absolutely. So,
Also, they're going to have a DJ there.
yes.
And Flava Flav. He'll have the right time to be
He'll
there.
have the right time to be there.
TikTok.
TikTok.
All right, real quickly.
Boulevard Mall, next Saturday. You got to be there.
Be there.
11 to 3 is the celebration, but come any time during the day. You're still going to get
Absolutely.
your 30% off for our 1 year anniversary, which is actually about 2 weeks late, but we had to schedule it around the COVID restrictions. And we will have Jeff Cobb, Ring of Honor, Lucha Underground. We'll have Ricardo Rodriguez of WWE. We'll be there signing free autographs, one per person. We will be there with the live podcast at TCA along with Power Play Sports Collectibles. We'll just be
right.
shooting the you-know-what, walking around, and you gave me a special guest. Can we announce that?
Sure. I gave you a special guest?
Yes, for
Okay.
next week.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I don't remember who for next week.
Supposed to show up. Feathers.
Oh!
Yes.
Jeez.
We will have the first ever Sports Cards and Collectibles TCA.
Showgirls!
Yes.
Premier Showgirls. Carrie Byers, a good friend of mine. You'll be hearing more from her in the coming weeks on a couple of the shows. But she has a company that if you have a party and event and you need showgirls or whatever, traditional to whatever to fit your motif,
Like the mayor used to do.
like the mayor. So we will actually have a couple of showgirls down there. Thank you for reminding me. But we'll have her there by 2 o'clock. We'll get them there.
Sure.
Because it's also going to be a double sword for me. Because we want to film a commercial for them to appear on shows. So we're going to do everything and get everything done while we're live remoting. We're going to videotape. We're going to do everything. But showgirls will be there.
I thought I'd give that cheap pop there.
Premier Showgirls, Carrie Byers. All right, we are overtime. We are in overtime. Final thoughts, Mr. Scott.
Everybody stay safe, be courteous. We're going to get through this. Stop by, see the store anytime, and thanks for watching.
Right on. Stay tuned at 10 a.m. Pacific Time. Our House, Our Voice, the official fan cast of the Fan Action Nation. I am Aaron Phillips for Scott, for AA Ron on the board. Thank you for watching as always. Be safe, be happy, be healthy. We'll see you next week right here. Power Play Sports Collectibles, go live.vegas.